Okay, I'm going to explain just the part D over here, how to get the comparative statics terms. Okay, so first of all, we need to get L star first. And where L star is from, we get the L star and K star from just from this first order condition. So we have pi L is equal to, we already have had this one, so we have P and F prime of L and G of K, okay, and minus W is equal to 0. This is the one. And second one, we have P and F L and G of K. Oh, I think I should use capital, but anyway, let's just use little ones. Minus V is equal to 0. Okay, so now we know L star and K star are solved from these two equations. So now we can try to find this one over here. We find these two comparative statics terms from these two equations, because they are solutions to these two equations. Okay, and we have another one, which is FL and G prime K and minus V is equal to 0. Okay, so how do we do that? This is called the implicit differentiation. So this is what we have. Take the derivative with respect to W. Take the derivative with respect to W. This is what we have. We put P and we put F prime L over here and G K over here minus W. And we look at what it is. We need to use product rule over here. This is a product, and then P is a constant, so P F double derivative L. Now remember chain rule, so we have to have this derivative over here. Now since L is solved, so we put an asterisk over here, and then G of K remains the same, and then plus P and F prime L and then G prime K, and then we need to remember this is going to be partial K and partial W and minus 1, and that's going to be equal to 0. So it's just product rule, and the same thing for the second one. So for the second one, we have P, F, L, and then we have G prime of K minus V, and then we again using product rule, it's a product, and when we see L and K, they are functions of W, so we have P and F prime L over here, and then DL star DW and G prime K, and plus now P we have FL and G double derivative K and dk star dw. Now V is a constant because we are taking derivative with respect to W, so this is equal to 0. Okay. Now if you look at it over here, we have a linear system. We are trying to find dl star dw and dk star and dw, right? And then here we have the coefficient over here. You can put a p outside, but inside is also okay. Double derivative L and G of K, which comes from over here, you can see that. And then P, F prime L and G prime of K. And this is going to be symmetric, so this is same. F prime L and G prime K, and then P, F, L and G double derivative K. And you can see this part is our Hessian. Okay. And then right hand side we have 1, 0. Okay. Now to solve this one, the easiest way is to use the Kramer's rule. So you can even write down by the Kramer's rule, and then this is what we have. C, it's not G, Cramer's rule. Okay, so we have this. The first entry is equal to, replace the first column of the coefficient matrix by 1, 0, the vector on the right hand side, and then copy the second column. And this is the fastest way to solve one entry if this is supposed to be determinant. Okay, and then at the bottom is the determinant of the coefficient. That's going to be P, F, L, and G. This is F is double derivative over here, and G of K and P, two first order derivatives, and then over here we have FL derivative, GL derivative, and P, FL, and G double derivative of K. Okay. And if you multiply them out, you will see this is exactly what you have. Because you have P in each column, so you get P squared out, and then you have double derivative and G double derivative L and G of K, FL. Okay, it's pretty long. Fortunately, we have this Microsoft OneNote, so we can actually have a very large worksheet. So we have now F prime L and G prime L and squared. Okay, so this is what we have. And on top, by the determinants calculation, we have P, F, L, and G double derivative of K. So that's what we have. Okay. And similarly, you can find the derivative of K star with respect to W, and also others. So we can even write down. Similarly, we can find other comparative statics terms, other terms such as partial K squared, partial W, and partial L squared, partial V. And you can see they come in pairs because you're taking derivative with respect to V, and L star with respect to P, and K star with respect to P. And these two will be a little bit harder because P now is not a constant anymore. You have to use product rule of a product of 3 factors. Okay, and that's all.